Man United are off on tour again. Amorim's first pre-season, new signings, new kits as always. But if we're being honest, we've seen this film before. Yeah, fly to the States, drop a nice kit, a few flashy goals, and out of nowhere to be seen come the start of the league campaign. It's a similar story. We're playing all Premier League schedule on our tour. Will be a good test of where we're at for the start of the season. So, is this going to be different? I hope so. It feels different. It has to be. He's kicked out all the egos. Rashford's gone to Barca. Lots of deals to be made for Anthony and Garnacho. I know one wants Sancho, but can you blame them? So here are things I need to see from this preseason tour, because if we don't get these figured out now, it could be a very long season again. I hope not. I hope we have it all sorted, but this is what I would like to see. Amorim's identity. So Rúben Amorim comes with big hype. It's his first preseason in charge. You know, Sporting won titles, a young coach, modern football. Am I excited? Yeah. I was excited last season, even though it was crap. But excitement means nothing if we don't see some structure on the pitch. I want to see pressing triggers, not three players sprinting around and the rest stand still. I want to see the build up, wing backs pushing high, midfield rotating around, a bit more clarity on the field. Who's the guy stepping into midfield from the back? I don't think De Ligt or Maguire are great at that. Is it Yoro? Is it Martinez? Come the beginning of the season, we'll see. I want to see if we can actually defend in transition, because let's be honest, we were a mess last season when we lost the ball. These games are needed to build cohesiveness for that new front line. Will Amorim trust Højlund? Does he have a twist in the formation of Bruno under a Cunha and an Mbeumo? This is chance to implement something real. Pre-season is the time to experiment. So no more vibes. I want patterns, purpose, pressing structure, and to see something different in the final third. We scored 44 goals last year in the Premier League, which is not good enough. We've added a lot in Mbeumo and Cunha. The attack. Let's talk attack, because last season it was criminal. Like I said, 44 Premier League goals scored. Højlund isolated out on a planet. Xerxes was getting his feet in, then got booed. Thought it was done. Come back. Looks a good player. We need to see a clear front three this tour. No guesswork. Cunha, new signing, strong link-up play. Do we let him lead the line? And Mbeumo, smart, energetic, plays with intent, plays that inside right forward row really well. You know, Rashford's gone, Garnacho's out, Sancho's a waste of space. No new number 9 signed. Lots of talk of Sesko, Watkins. Kind of came out today in the news that Villa said Watkins is not for Isak wants to leave Newcastle. We've not got the money for that. Do we have a number 9 in by the beginning of the season? Is it going to be a loan move? Could it be a change in shape? You know, I just spoke about it a minute ago. Bruno with a bit more structure underneath Cunha and Mbeumo, with Dorgu and Ahmad becoming the wide players, creating like a 3-2-5 build-up shape. I hope so. Something a little bit different that's going to help us break down the low blocks that we come up against more or less week in, week out. This tour is not just about scoring goals, though. It's about chemistry. We need to figure that out now, because the season is just around the corner. The defence. Now, Leny Yoro, 18 years old. Is he the next big thing? And honestly, I'm intrigued. He's calm, composed, aerially solid, done well in the Premier League last year, has immense recovery speed, excellent on the ball, and I think he complements a back three with De Ligt and Martinez very well. I've got a lot of time for Aiden Heaven. He's an emerging talent. We'll get tons of game time next year. Will there be a new keeper behind them? Lots of speculations of Seny Lamens, who looks like a promising talent, so we'll see. The midfield, building a core. Our midfield's been an identity crisis for 2 years. Casemiro looked done. He's come back lean. We've only one game a week. Will he be the starting 6? Mainoo's the future. But can he anchor a midfield week in, week out? Do we need another 6? Javi Guerra has been reportedly rejected Valencia's new contract, 6'2" Spanish centre mid, who reads play well and is great on interceptions, great feet, always looks to play forward on regains. After watching some of him clipped, he looked a bit weak in his defensive duels. Seems to get a bit caught on the wrong side of the ball when challenging. So 20 odd million though, you can't really sniff at that. What I want to see though on this tour, a midfield pairing that works and some bravery in possession. Stop hiding, play forward, break lines. Because if the midfield's not sorted, I don't care who's up front. I think this is the most important part of the squad that needs an identity. Will it be Casemiro, Mainoo, Ugarte, Mainoo? Is Bruno in the mix for that position? Collier, Kone getting a chance? Sekou Kone's reportedly impressed the manager that much that the loan spell to Lausanne has been called off and now he finds himself on the tour. Who knows? I hope we get to see a lot of Kone. He's an emerging talent. He's got what Amorim wants in the midfield in terms of covering ground. So I hope he gets his chance. And then finally, I want to see a bit of bite. Simple as that. Some fight. We've been soft for years. Heads drop back. No one argues with the ref other than Bruno. I know there's a rule about, you get a yellow card if you do, but every other team in the Premier League do this still. No one drags us through a dirty 1-0. I want to see a little bit of edge. I want some yellows, I want someone grabbing a teammate by the collar and saying, we don't lose here. Even if it's like a friendly. We don't need perfection, but we need some passion. A little bit of a quick stock watch before I leave. Stock rising, Dorgu and Yoro. I think those two are going to be massive next year for us. I think Dorgu is going to come into his own. He looks trim. He looks ready to fight. I'm looking forward to seeing Mbeumo and Cunha, stop falling. Where does Luke Shaw fit into this system? Is he going to be your left side centre back? He can't play left wing back. I don't know. Is he one that we need to get rid of? And then wildcards. Ethan Williams and Sekou Kone are on the tour. Jack Fletcher's on the tour. Reece Monroe's on the tour. But I think apparently the reports are saying that Ethan Williams has impressed Amorim that much in training recently that he's got a good future ahead of him. Whether that means here or somewhere else, but he's on the tour and let's see what happens. So yeah, this tour matters. Not for trophies, not for Instagram clips, but for identity. The manager's vision. All that we want is to be shown something that we can believe in and make the players play. Too many times last season we were beat as soon as we conceded. Let me know in the comments what's your biggest worry heading into the season. Which player has one tour to save their United career? I'll be back with a video on Monday after the weekend's game, go for all the reaction to it, and previewing the midweek fixture. Cheers for watching. Like, subscribe, turn the bell on, tell your mates. You know the drill. Come on, United.